Hi everyone. Today's FGD is we have interesting topic. It's about IKN that slowly turns into a ghost city. For me, in my opinion, it's very interesting to discuss because IKN is the topic is slowly turning, very warm in the society. So how about you guys? Any starting opening statement? Okay, of course, Matthew first.
Okay, so thank you so much. I want to discuss that this IKN, especially having the golden dream that
Okay.
we are dreaming of in especially in 2035, 2045. There's a lot of potentials with this area, but somehow I see it that there's a lot of promises in this project. We know that there's a lot of promises that saying that the swasta or the
Yeah.
private investment are coming are interested in our IKN operations.
Yeah.
But till today, I'm still feeling that the APBN or the government money is still having a lot of contributions there, despite the private investment. So like I'm questioning where's that private investment that they are promised to us to the community, especially the people are there in Kalimantan. Maybe I think that this is not just points that are interested to be discussed, but this is also a alert for us or maybe for the government because this is not just ghost promises, but this is yes, it can be a ghost city if the private investment are not real as they promised to us.
Yeah, yeah. I kind of agree with you with your first statement that the promises in a lot of television we can see. And what about you, Karen? Any disagreement or agree with Matthew, or you have some different kind of opinion?
Okay, yes. First of all, I agree with Matthew, and I have another opinion
Okay.
from myself. I think the main concern about Nusantara becoming a ghost city for me is the social gap. So many regions in Indonesia still lack basic infrastructure. So building a completely new city may create the impression that development is unequal. If Nusantara fails to attract people, it could also reduce public trust in government planning. Maybe that's it for me.
I see. What guy? You seems like to want to continue with Karin or
Okay, I'm kind of have the same opinion with Matthew and Karen also, but I feel like that this when this project started, it was in 2022 or 2023,
yeah,
right? I feel like
before we can
Yeah.
well known.
Yeah.
A new president.
New
Yes,
president.
Yeah.
I think it's like
Starting from the Jokowi era.
Yeah.
late 2023, and
Yeah.
I feel like there this apa na- even in the start of this project, they promise a lot of things
Yeah.
to this project to be that beneficial, but until now, I don't think that even with a lot of a lot of cost that the government already spent for this project, which is 33 billion dollars. I think for me there is no benefit that I I get like I get until now, even like it's going to be a smart city, it's going to be this and that, but for me as a person who lives in Jakarta in Indonesia, I don't get the benefit that they promised before, and I feel like the this project was started very very rush because from the idea and the investment that Matthew also has been shared to us, that it's very I think the government doesn't make like things really clear to the to the society, to the community. So yeah, I think I understand that our government has certain goals to be Indonesia emas in 2045, right? But
Yeah.
I don't think it's a good project to do when, yeah, to make the Indonesia emas happen for me. Yeah, that's
Okay,
for me.
okay, that makes sense. Mm, any maybe Matthew want to?
No, let's leave
Okay,
it.
Raffles, what do you think?
Um, I mostly agree with opinion from Kai and Karin and Matthew, but I have my own opinion. That is, I believe Nusantara is a real risk to becoming a ghost city because the project is driven more by political urgency than solid long-term planning. Many decisions were made too quickly, as if the main goal is to show progress before political deadline. When a city is built in a hurry, the planning often becomes superficial, resulting infrastructure without the real users. I mean, it's like that. Thank you.
So, okay. I agree with all, in my opinion, I agree with all of you guys. And I want to continue what Refo said. So, the project is heavy political nature make it's unstable. And if future administrations shift priorities or reduce support, development can stall, leaving the city particularly built and underpopulated. And this uncertainty discourages investors and residents, reinforcing the possibility that Nusantara becomes a grand but empty symbol rather than a function city. That's all from me.
I'm
Okay.
so actually, I agree with all of you guys, but I think we have to understand that the relocation of our capital city is actually our government has a good vision about this project, like because Jakarta, you know that the fact that Jakarta is sinking, right, and there's a lot of things happen in Jakarta, like overpopulations and everything, but and at the first time I know that the idea of this project is going to be relocation of the capital city, which is Jakarta to IKN. Yeah, to IKN Kalimantan. I actually really support the government for this project, but the realization, I think it's not going well. So I feel like I'm like betrayed by the government because they don't realize that the idea was very very great, but the
Execution.
execution was not very clear for me.
Okay, yeah, I'm kind of agree with that, but we need to know that there's a lot of opportunities are provided in big cities such as the Surabaya, Jakarta, Bandung, Semarang, Yogyakarta, and else.
The question is why Kalimantan?
Actually, it's about the nature, right?
Oh.
The nature or the potentials of the sea and then the nature itself. Because from the Nusantara itself, it's not just about removing the capital city, but it's also to build a new hybrid city. Yeah, and I believe that the hybrid city innovation will not meet the expectations if the Kalimantan or the IKN Nusantara still underpopulated. Agree?
Yes.
Because we know Jakarta is overpopulated, so that's why it needs to be relocated to the area that underpopulated. But yes, I agree with Karin that the infrastructure is still basic, and we need if the society wants to live there. So in Nusantara, there's needs to be a school, hospital, or maybe entertainment such as malls or maybe restaurants. Because this far, I saw that there's a lot of government houses not the public sphere thingy that are built there. So there's maybe that's the one thing that the government or us as the society to be aware of that before we are coming to the Nusantara. And maybe I want to say that yes, it's a political things to do in this Nusantara project, but we need to know that if you are having the idea of not reallocating the Jakarta or the capital city from Jakarta to Nusantara, it's not possible. It's impossible to just block or delay this project because it's also the reputations of this country, like the reputation of this country is relying on the success of Nusantara. So what we can do now is to forcing the government to know what they're needing of, and also we also need to have the excitement like Kai has mentions that he is very supportive about the project. So now,
At first, I was.
at first. So now we need to getting back that spirit because government cannot do it alone without us because us the runner of this country. So I think that's the thing that we can do so the Nusantara can be the ghost city. And I believe that ghost city is not just about the people, but it's also about the operations on that, the economic on that city too. So maybe if we are an adult and we have an investment, let's invest in Nusantara to make Nusantara it's not the ghost city. Yeah, cool.
Okay, so actually, when you said those things, I come to perspective because I actually been there. I have been to Nusantara. It's like maybe months ago, like it's this year, and actually it's very interesting because the city is actually surrounded by forest, and it's actually really cool if you are actually there. So on the way there, you are like in literal forest. You are nowhere to be found. But then when you saw the city lights, so I come there at night, so I actually saw the lights, the buildings like that, and I come there in the morning. It is actually still very unfinished, but actually the public space are actually many. So it's not only government like buildings. There are restaurants. There are coffee shop. Yeah, like that. Hospitals too. So in positive sides, it is cool. It is cool. So maybe we just need to bring the spirit back and hope that it actually really a great project for Indonesia to make Indonesia emas, and hope that the government really make it truthful and transparent with the process, so we can actually see that it's not just some false promises.
Ghost project.
Yeah.
But do you feel when you visit the IKN months ago, do you feel like this is a ghost city or is it alive, or what do you think? Is it many people or?
Yeah. So actually, people visit the town maybe like not that many, but not that much too. So there are people, but it's not really like that massive
Like
who wants.
Jakarta.
Yeah, it's not like Jakarta. It's just people who like maybe I want to see what IKN looks like, and so there it is like that. Yeah.
And actually, I come to my mind too when you said that, wow, it's a good scenery there. There's a good city lights and people wants to know there to getting know about the Nusantara. So why not using the tourism approachment to make the city alive? So the city are not being the ghost city, but at least it becomes the destination of tourism in Kalimantan or maybe in Indonesia, not just going to Bali, I guess.
That actually is what's happening when I go there. It's like people treat the city like it's a
Tourism destination.
a destination and a vacation. Like, yeah, it's like some place to come to, like destination in the city.
Yes.
Yeah.
So maybe that's the approach, and we can use the influencers to the people that are reputed that go into there to promote this in tourism way.
But actually, I'm wondering what is the first decision? What is the first goals that comes into our government that they wanted to relocate this capital city, our capital city? Because what I knew is the relocations of our capital city was started because the overpopulation in Jakarta. So they still make Jakarta as the center of economical and economic things, and for any economic things actually they still make Jakarta as the economic central, but but, but they actually relocate to IKN for the center of the politics and government things. So I think for avoiding the fact that IKN is going to be a go city, I think the tourism approach is not really a good answer for our problems, because I think the goal is not for the tourism. The goals, and I fear that if the goals was for tourism to be a tourist destination, I think it's going to be the same as Bali, Surabaya, and Jakarta, and they will going to be relocate again. Are they going to relocate again, or what?
Yeah, so maybe the option is going it live with a lot of people or let it go like a go city. I guess that's it.
Yeah. So that means the first goal was failed, right? Because the first goal was for the political central of Indonesia, but now it's tourism center. I think, yeah, I think the goals is not. It's not. Yeah, you know.
Okay. Any? No? I think it's a very interesting topics to discuss. Maybe I can conclude some things like IKN is a very good project in mind, but in reality, it's yeah,
Still needs a lot of
it
progress.
still needs a lot of
They don't do it
things.
right.
Yeah. So many opinion, the perspective, no false, right? Okay. Okay, so it's a good FGD for IKN. So this FGD maybe you should hear it.
Alive.
Right. So thank you for us. Thank you. This is us FGD from kelompok group
Group
Group of
of Academic English for
English.
Communication.